It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, today's one of those days. And before we get started, you know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss anything we have coming up. And yeah, I say let's just jump right into it because we have some more Braunwyn drama. I mean, obviously, anyone who's not living under a rock knows that there is this alleged drug scandal where Braunwyn, I guess, may or may not, actually, it's not even may or may not have, offered helping Shannon's daughter somehow get her hands on the good stuff, right? So that was the rumor, but now it's come out that this is in fact true, but people are trying to figure out, what does that actually mean, the good stuff? So Shannon Beador has actually responded to the claims when she was asked on Instagram by one of her fans, and this is what she said. When one of Shannon's fans said, "At least you have not offering the C word, that powdery substance that we all know as an illegal drug, to a 14-year-old going for you," Shannon went on to reply, "No one offered my daughter that powdery substance." I'm sorry, guys, I don't want to say it on here because I'm not sure if YouTube will flag this video if I use that word. I'm still trying to figure out my bearings on that. But regardless, I don't even want to speak that word into fruition anyways. You're talking about someone's children and an adult who knows exactly what they're doing. Hopefully this wasn't the case and the good stuff didn't mean that. A lot of people are alluding to the fact that maybe it meant MJ or maybe it was even Adderall or another substance. We're not exactly going to know until part 2 of the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion, which doesn't set to air until next Wednesday. So while we sit in suspense, this is what we do know. While Shannon did not deny that Braunwyn did offer her daughter, who was 14 at the time, now 16, drugs, she did deny the fact that it was that powdery white substance. When fans were asking her, why didn't you do something about this? Why didn't you respond? Why didn't you rip into Braunwyn, call the authorities, do something about it, and take charge, as a parent should? This is what Shannon had to say. She said that she didn't find out until quite some time after, and she didn't want to really hold Braunwyn accountable for something that only Braunwyn and her daughter were present for in that conversation. She said when she did find out about it, she felt bad because it was quite some time after, and her daughter didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to be a tattletale, perceived as a tattletale. You know, a snitch or snitching on the adults or not being cool. I mean, that's a lot of pressures for a 14-year-old. She should have never been put in this position in the first place. And I don't blame Shannon for this, to be honest with you, because Shannon wasn't made aware. But I do blame the person who is offering a 14-year-old the good stuff. I think whether it is a pill, a legal narcotic, MJ, it doesn't matter. You are an adult. There's no excuse for it. Even if you were drunk, cheers to bad choices. No, cheers to grow up, take accountability. That makes no sense. And I actually really did like Braunwyn up until this point, but there's no excuse for this. There's absolutely no excuse for this kind of behavior. I'm not trashing Braunwyn at all. I'm just saying, as an adult, I'm 27 years old and I would never offer a substance to someone who was underage. And I know that at 27, whether I was plastered after happy hour or not, I would still know in my mind not to even cross that line or boundary, especially with somebody's child. No way. Again, guys, Shannon said that her daughter didn't want to appear as a tattletale, but had she have found out in the moment, things would have went a lot differently. But after she found out, Braunwyn was going through her sobriety journey, and Shannon didn't want to do anything to hinder that. Something here, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but something's not adding up. If you were going through your sobriety journey and I found out that you just offered my kid some sort of illegal substance or offered her a way to get her hands on the substance, I wouldn't care about your sobriety journey, because your sobriety journey doesn't trump the well-being and health of my child. I would not care. I wouldn't even, your sobriety journey would mean nada, zip, zilch to me. Honestly, it wouldn't. It would mean nothing. So again, while I'm not trying to be harsh, I did have somebody who I respect come on a live the other day, and we had an honest conversation, because I like that. When I do my videos and I do my lives and have these conversations, I welcome all different opinions. And she, in her opinion, said, you know, it's not like this young girl can't get her hands on, you know, these things, MJ, illegal substances, pills, or whatever, all over school or anywhere in Newport Beach, because that's where they live. They live in California, and it's easy to get a hold of anyways. I don't care. I don't care about that. And I think a lot of us can agree that doesn't matter. A lot of us went to school, and in the schools that we went to, yes, there would have been people who would have had their hands on these sort of substances. But these are children who don't know what they're doing. They don't know, I mean, they know right from wrong, but they're making reckless decisions, and they are living whatever that is within their youth. They're underage and they are still children. Now, when you start talking about a woman who has been married for 20 years, has 7 children of her own, has responsibilities and a whole lifestyle, that's different. You know right from wrong. You're going through your own sobriety journey, and you're going to offer, even though your sobriety journey has something to do with alcohol, you're going to offer a substance to a child or offer her a way to find said substance. No, there's no excuse for that. Again, I don't think that, I mean, honestly, I'm not a judge. I wouldn't even say what the ramifications of something like this should be, so I'm not going to speak on that. But someone needs to be held accountable here. I don't necessarily think it would be Shannon, because Shannon wasn't there in the conversation. But whether or not it's revoking Braunwyn's platform, having her talk to somebody about this, having her publicly apologize, maybe that would be enough. I'm not sure. That's for Shannon and her family to decide. However, you can't just sweep these sorts of things under the rug, because if you do, unfortunately, that's telling the rest of the world, the rest of the people on this platform, the viewers, the Bravo superfans, that this is absolutely okay when it's not. So again, guys, we did say that this was about 2 years ago when Shannon's daughter was 14, not 16. So why now? Why is this coming out now, and why at the reunion on this, in this very convenient situation to pretty much take Braunwyn off of the cast and embarrass her? That's what a lot of the fans thought Shannon was trying to do by holding on to this and waiting until the reunion to share this information. But Shannon said, after being called a liar multiple times and an alcoholic by Braunwyn, that she wanted to give Braunwyn a taste of her own medicine, pretty much. She wanted Braunwyn to take responsibility for her actions and what she did, what involved Shannon's daughter. So that's why she took the opportunity in this moment to share it with the rest of us, the rest of the world, Bravo, Andy, and the rest of the ladies. Again, guys, there's really no other people to go off of in this situation, because like Shannon said, there weren't multiple people around during the conversation. That's what the reports said, that multiple people were around her daughter and Braunwyn, but Shannon's saying that's not the case. Shannon's saying that only Stella and Braunwyn were present for this conversation. And I mean, there's really, it's your word versus my word, except for the fact that Braunwyn has actually taken responsibility for it and said, no, I was drunk. However, there's one person who is not taking responsibility in this, and that's Braunwyn's husband, Sean. Sean said that the rumors that his wife was trying to provide this illegal white powdery substance to a 14-year-old were absolutely sick and disgusting. He went on to say that I was there and there was something that was said in front of all of us, but it was nothing like that at all. Fortunately, we're not going to know until, again, the 27th on Wednesday, when the second part of the reunion actually airs. But what we do know is Monica from All About the Tea, the very same blogger who, she's been blogging for 8 years, has her credible sources. I was actually a part of that live with her, and my jaw dropped all the way down to the ground. Honestly, it just threw me for a loop. I would have never thought I would have heard anything like this. And I'm a facts person. I like to see facts before I sit there and try to take anybody apart. But Monica, after hearing what Sean is saying about her and her platform, and after they're denying all of these allegations, Monica is now doing a live tonight Friday, January 22nd, to share the receipts. She's sharing the receipts for the Real Housewives of Orange County, letting us know exactly what happened, how she got her information. I'm sure that's what receipts mean. And I can't wait to find out what they're talking about. I want to know more about this. I want to know what the ramifications are going to be. And was it that powdery white substance? Was it MJ? What exactly does the good stuff mean? Was it the pill? Why? I mean, I have no idea. I want to know what this means. And I think all of us do as viewers. There was nothing interesting about this season 15 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. And aside from Elizabeth Lynn Vargas being vulnerable and sharing her story, which was tragic and awful and really hard to watch, and she has a fun, loving, bubbly personality, so you wouldn't wish that on anyone. I think that this was kind of a tough season to watch. Now, all of a sudden that the season's over, the second part of the reunion is going to bring in all of the ratings with this dramatic ending. And I feel like, honestly, this is something that all of the fans, Bravo fans, Real Housewives of Orange County fans, we need closure on. We need to know what happened, how it happened, why it happened, and how can we do better? Because in 2021, we need to do better. Guys, again, if you haven't already, go ahead and answer my question. What do you think that substance was? Do you think, in fact, it was the white powdery substance? Do you think it was MJ? Do you think it was something else? I want to know. And if it wasn't the white powdery substance and it was only MJ that's legal in California, does Braunwyn have a right at all to even offer a 14-year-old a way to get access to the good stuff? Does that make it better? I don't think it does. But I'm so curious what your thoughts are. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just simply talking about what's already out there. And I want to hear your opinions because I love and respect you guys so much. Please comment below and let me know. And if you haven't already, guys, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything that we have coming up. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.